Have you ever wondered what it's like to visit some of the world's most haunted places? The kind of places where the walls seem to whisper, shadows move when no one's around, and every creak in the floor makes your heart race. Today, we're taking a spine-chilling journey to the world's most haunted destinations. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, these places have a history that will send shivers down your spine. So, grab your flashlight, turn down the lights, and join me as we explore the eerie and mysterious world of haunted travel. Let's dive in! Number 10. The Tower of London, England. First up, let's travel to the Tower of London. Built over 1,000 years ago, this historic fortress has seen countless executions, betrayals, and imprisonments. Many of those who met their end here are said to still linger. The most famous ghost? Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII, who was executed by beheading. Visitors have reported seeing her headless figure wandering the tower's grounds, clutching her head. Imagine walking through a place where centuries of bloodshed and betrayal hang in the air. Creepy, right? Number 9. Eastern State Penitentiary, USA. Next on our list is Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once one of the most notorious prisons in America, it's now infamous for being haunted. Opened in 1829, it was designed to inflict psychological torture through strict isolation. Prisoners were confined to small cells for 23 hours a day with no contact with others. The result? Some of the inmates lost their minds. Visitors today claim to hear disembodied voices, footsteps, and eerie laughter echoing through the crumbling halls. If you're brave enough, you can even take a nighttime ghost tour here. It's an experience you won't forget. Number 8. Poveglia Island, Italy. Now let's head to Poveglia Island in Italy, known as one of the most haunted islands in the world. Located near Venice, this small, abandoned island has a dark past. In the 18th century, it was used as a quarantine zone for plague victims. Tens of thousands of people died here, and the island became a mass burial site. Later, it was home to a mental asylum where it's rumored that cruel experiments were performed on patients. Today, the island is off-limits to visitors, but those who have dared to step foot there report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread and hearing tortured screams echoing through the ruins. Number 7. The Myrtles Plantation, USA. The Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana is often dubbed one of America's most haunted houses. Built in 1796, it's believed to be home to at least 12 different ghosts. The most famous spirit is Chloe, a former enslaved woman who was supposedly caught eavesdropping and punished by having her ear cut off. She later poisoned the family's children in revenge but was caught and hanged. Visitors frequently report seeing her ghost, wearing a green turban, wandering the plantation grounds. Other strange occurrences include furniture moving on its own, mysterious handprints appearing on mirrors, and the sounds of children laughing in empty rooms. Number 6. Aokigahara Forest, Japan. Next, we travel to Japan's infamous Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Suicide Forest. Located at the base of Mount Fuji, this dense forest has a dark reputation as a place where many people go to end their lives. The eerie silence of the forest is unsettling, and visitors report hearing strange noises, seeing ghostly apparitions, and feeling an overwhelming sense of despair. Japanese folklore speaks of yurei, or spirits of those who died in tragic circumstances wandering the forest. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, Aokigahara's haunted reputation is hard to ignore. Number 5. Château de Brissac, France. Our next stop is Château de Brissac in France. This grand castle, built in the 11th century, is home to one of the most tragic ghost stories in Europe. The Green Lady, or La Dame Verte, is said to haunt the castle's halls. Legend has it that she was murdered by her husband after he discovered her affair. Her ghost, dressed in a green gown, is often seen wandering the castle's tower. But the truly chilling part? Witnesses claim that when they see her, her face appears horribly disfigured. Château de Brissac may be beautiful by day, but when night falls, its ghostly inhabitants take center stage. Number 4. Banff Springs Hotel, Canada. Moving to the Canadian Rockies, we visit the Banff Springs Hotel. This luxurious hotel has welcomed many famous guests, but it's also said to be haunted by a few permanent residents. The most famous ghost is known as the Ghost Bride, a woman who tragically died on her wedding day. She's often seen in her wedding gown, dancing alone in the ballroom or walking down the grand staircase. Another famous spirit is Sam the Bellman, a former employee who is said to still help guests to their rooms, even though he passed away decades ago. Number 3. The Ancient Ram Inn, England. For centuries, the Ancient Ram Inn in Gloucestershire, England, has been terrifying visitors with its paranormal activity. Built on a pagan burial ground in 1145, the inn has a long history of strange occurrences. Guests report being pushed by unseen hands, hearing footsteps in empty hallways, and even seeing full-bodied apparitions. One of the most terrifying stories involves the ghost of a witch, who was allegedly burned at the stake nearby. She's said to still haunt the inn, and many guests have fled in terror after seeing her ghostly figure. Number 2, Hoia Baciu Forest, Romania. The Hoia Baciu Forest in Romania is known as the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. This forest has a reputation for strange and unexplained phenomena, including UFO sightings, mysterious lights, and eerie voices with no apparent source. Visitors often report feeling an overwhelming sense of fear and anxiety, and some even claim to have experienced time loss while in the forest. Locals believe the forest is cursed, and its sinister atmosphere makes it one of the most haunted places on Earth. Number 1, the Winchester Mystery House, USA. Finally, we arrive at the Winchester Mystery House in California. This sprawling mansion was built by Sarah Winchester, the widow of the inventor of the famous Winchester rifle. Believing she was haunted by the spirits of those killed by her husband's invention, Sarah continuously added rooms, staircases, and doors to her home in an effort to confuse the ghosts. The result is a bizarre, maze-like mansion filled with dead ends and staircases that lead nowhere. Visitors report hearing footsteps, voices, and seeing shadowy figures roaming the halls. The Winchester Mystery House is a labyrinth of both mystery and fear. And there you have it, 10 of the world's most haunted destinations. Whether you're a thrill seeker or just curious, these places offer more than just a scare. They're steeped in history, tragedy, and the unexplained. So, which one of these haunted spots would you dare to visit? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more spooky content. Until next time, happy and haunted travels.